So I know what we're all probably thinking. Don't I already have one of these? Actually, it's a little bit different. Here's the big unveil. It is a Fender 50s original series Tele. I love this thing. It ticks so many boxes. Let's check it out. Welcome back, guys. This is Shane. So one of the first things you might be thinking if you're a long-term subscriber to the channel is, don't I already have one of these? Let me show you. So one of my favorite guitars of the last 10 years is this. I bought this in San Francisco, California at a place called H Street Music, and it's been just a staple in my live rig and a staple in my YouTube channel and all that kind of stuff over the years. I love this guitar. I've since had it loaded with Joe Barton and Danny Gatton pickups, and also stainless steel frets when I wore out the original frets. Any of that reliquing that you see is just through use. I've used this to death. It's a great guitar and it's going absolutely nowhere. It's just been a beautiful guitar over the years. I played this today. I had no expectations to pick up a guitar. I went into a local shop here called KC's Rock Shop or Keyboard Corner, which is in Baronia, and they had walls full of really great Fender stuff at just extremely great prices. And this was right up the top, and I said to my friend Dave, what's that guitar up there? And he said, oh, that's an original series Tele. He goes, you want to play it? I was like, yes I do. And for me, it was more like, maybe once I play it, I'll go, no, I'm going to stick with this guy over here. You know what? As soon as I picked this up, it was one of those rare times, and it really reminded me of when I purchased this about 10 years ago. Same with my PRS SE and also with my Flying V, where you pick a guitar up in a shop, and it plays great and it sounds amazing and it just ticks all the boxes in terms of how it feels, how it plays. Everything was right, and I thought to myself, oh no. If you're a long-term subscriber, you might remember about a year and a half ago or so, I actually reviewed a black custom shop Telecaster that was all beat up and all that kind of stuff. Relicing aside, that had the best single coil tone I'd ever heard in terms of a Telecaster. It was just beautiful, but it was, 4 or 5 grand, somewhere around there. It was way out of my price range. I think this actually sounds better. Now, this has a high gloss neck, and I'll show you that in just a moment, but that aside, the tone I was getting out of this was just fantastic, and it's actually got a fatter and chunkier neck than my 52 reissue. So the neck actually feels different in the hand, and it still feels amazing, and I'll show you the difference up close. Here's the original series Telecaster neck. As you can see, it's quite chunky, and it's chunky all the way along, and it's actually quite a bit fatter than my 52. I'll swap over to the 52 and I'll show you that. Here's the 52 reissue Telecaster up close. Now, as you can probably hopefully see, it is quite a bit thinner. It's still a beautiful neck on this. I love the way that it feels. And it's got that vintage tint. The original series neck definitely doesn't have that vintage tint, but man, I gotta tell you, it almost looks like a piece of flame maple in certain sections. It has a really beautiful look to it. It isn't a proper flame maple neck by any stretch of the imagination, but it almost looks like it has some of those qualities, especially across here. It looks really, really beautiful. I don't really care too much about how the visual of the guitar looks. For me, it's more about functionality, tone, how it feels, and how many boxes it ticks. Another thing I really love about this too, they went with the vintage style tuners, which are just nice and simple, and they work great on a Tele. One of the questions you might have is, what am I going to be doing with this 52 reissue Telecaster? Is it being replaced or anything like that? Absolutely not. I kind of feel like I could reach for either of these given any type of different situation and be happy and not feel like one is way better than the other one or anything like that. They're pretty much on par. How this one plays, since I've had the stainless steel frets put in and the Joe Bartons and all that, and I've made it really playable and I've made it more what I like, it's just a great guitar for certain situations, as is this. You know, having a traditional single coil tally will not only be good for the YouTube channel, but it'll be times where I want this particular sound, maybe over the Bardens, but there'll be times where I'll take the Bardens all day over traditional single coils. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Shane. This is my first kind of play test on video. I hope you like the sound of it. I'm just going through my Marshall DSL 40CR, and I had it mic'd up with a couple of different mics, and I was also using the Donna tap delay in there as well. So there's some tones, both clean and dirty. I just think overall this thing sounds really, really nice. Not only that, it plays great, and that was really the reason why I wanted this guitar. It just ticked a lot of boxes for me, and while it looks very, very similar to a guitar I already have, it does feel different, does sound very different, obviously with the different pickups and all that kind of stuff. But I'm wrapped, and I didn't expect to get something like this, especially coming out to the end of 2019. I really didn't have any guitars on my radar, apart from a 50s Strat, which was part of this series as well. I've been umming and ahhing about that for a while, but I just got such a great deal on this that I just couldn't pass it up. So a huge thanks to the guys from KC Rock Shop here in Melbourne, Australia, for doing me a deal. It wasn't anything special like a special YouTuber price. It was just they had them on sale and I got a good deal. So thanks, Dave. Again, mate, I appreciate it. And yeah, what a great guitar. And I'm really wrapped with what I'm hearing. I hope you like the tones. I'm yet to listen to it back, but if it sounds half as good as what I'm hearing it in the room, hopefully it sounded good on the video. So let me know what you think, and I will catch you on the next video. And also, let me know if you've got a new guitar day coming up for Christmas. Awesome. Thanks for watching. See ya.